Okay.
What up, 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 what up? Big Stepper Podcast, it's your boy Dove. Back here with another installment of the Big Stepper Podcast, Season 4, Episode 3. Here today on my dolo. My guy couldn't make it, my guy Jay the Boy couldn't make it. So I'm going to give a big shout out to him. Told him I would hold it down for us today. All right, but it's just not me, actually. We got a guest in the building. One of my guys from over at the Office Podcast. We'll let him introduce himself.
Yizzo. This is Nas, man. I'm from the Office XIV Podcast. It's just me today. It's five of us all together, but it's just me today. We like I tell everybody we like Wu-Tang, man. It's hard to get all five of us together when we doing things because everybody got their own shit going on in life, so it's be kind of hard.
Yeah, when you first said everybody was sliding, I was like, where? So I wasn't expecting. I'm like, oh shit, for real? Like, oh, Jay, we gotta make some changes. I'm like, oh, all right, cool.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's how it be. But like, all right, yeah, we be there.
Yeah.
Week leading up to it, bro, something came up. Family, this and that. So I get it, man. We all have our own personal lives outside of the podcast thing. And you gotta take care of what you gotta take care of as a father and as a man.
You know, life is always first, you know what I'm saying? Even I tell it to my partner, like I ain't never gonna like trip over some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? If you can't make it, you can't make it. Just let me know. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Yeah, just don't do a no call, no show, you know what I'm saying? We accept call outs. We got a couple call outs today.
Yeah, we got a couple. We got 4 call outs. We short staffed.
Man, but we clocking in, man. Clocking in, man. I like when y'all do that shit too.
Oh, the clocking in?
Yeah, that shit hilarious.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's dope.
It was kind of like a because of the Office theme.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, all right, what can we do to go with the Office theme? And I was like, all right, well, we can clock in and clock out at the end of it.
That's like some of the dopest shit, bro. Like when I first started listening to y'all, I peep. I'm like, these motherfuckers clocking in.
Yeah.
That shit hot.
Yeah.
So that's something y'all definitely should keep doing for the duration of y'all podcast.
Yeah. That's what we do. That's what we do.
Yeah, I like when people do shit that you never seen or heard before. Like, oh shit, I ain't seen nobody else do no shit like this.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The essence of the podcast, it all just go together.
Yeah. So a lot of people ask how did y'all come up with the 14? And like, oh, the 14 is we all 9 to 5 guys. 9 plus 5 is 14. And then it's Office.
I just learned something.
So what happened when you go to the office? It's usually a 9 to 5 job.
Just learned something right there. You don't buy for that.
Yeah. So it's cool though, man. The Office, we available on Apple, Google Play, Amazon, iHeart, YouTube. Trying to get us on some other things, but Spotify we're on as well. You can find us.
You be surprised at some of the shit that you be on that you never really literally put yourself in. Like I'm like, what the fuck I get on this site? It's like Big Step Apart. Like, oh shit, all right, we everywhere then, man. Yeah. Anybody can listen, man. That's the beauty of it, man. Once you put that shit out and share it, it can go so many different places. Man.
Yeah, I appreciate you having us on today. Yeah, you know what I mean? I appreciate that. Thank you, man.
I've been meaning to, bro. It's funny because I was telling Jay on the last episode we saw y'all at Sandbox Podcast, live John. And I seen y'all, I'm like, oh shit, I know they from the office. Like you was talking to somebody, so I'm like, I ain't want to like butt into it. Next thing I know, bro, I turned the corner for a little bit, go get a shot with a use, come back, y'all was gone. Damn.
It was a long weekend. You gotta remember, it was like Thanksgiving. Then we had our live show on Black Friday.
Right.
We had that, so a day full of all of that.
Yeah.
Then Saturday, Sandbox had their live show. What was that? Saturday.
That was Saturday.
Saturday they had their live show. So it was like, man, I was burnt out. And then I'm like, all right, the next day we had to record on the Sandbox. The next 12 o'clock. I'm like, damn, y'all niggas got us up early. You got me out early on a Sunday. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, it was a long weekend for me.
Yeah, it was crazy because I was always coming to the Sandbox, John. Of course, that's the folks. But that my homie birthday is like the same day or whatever. So we go paintballing, bro. That shit turned to all day. I'm like, yo. And then we got I live in North. My man that I rode with, he live in like Alany. So we both part ways, go get dressed, and then we gotta come to there. You know, that shit was out Chester.
And that shit was a hike out there.
Oh man, you be like, yo, this shit ain't that bad. You look at the GPS, it ain't that bad. But when you start getting on the road, you're like, damn, man, how the fuck we getting there? And that wasn't our first time up there because I had been on a show before. But damn, that night was something different.
Yeah, that was a hike. That was hype.
And I had to like juice up before I left the crib. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I got my shit together because I'm like, damn, I'm tired of this shit from this paintball. You know, paintball, you wake up early as fuck. And it was cold out. It's like, man, I ain't doing this shit no time soon again.
I go paintballing when it's warm outside. I don't go when it's cold out.
Both times I went was for the same person. November, it was like either on the day after Thanksgiving or Black Friday every time. I'm like, damn, man, that shit different.
Yeah, after October something, after October 15th, I treated like the Project Heat. I don't play around with outside too much.
No, man, that should be real, man. You get a couple days, they try to cheat you, you know, let you get a little warmness, but that shit don't be real, man.
Yeah, no,
that's how niggas get sick. Yeah, how you feeling today?
I'm good, man. I'm great, man. I'm great. I can't complain at all, man. It's a great day, man. I woke up, another day.
Yeah, definitely.
Another
I felt the same way this morning, man. I actually like recording on Sundays, man. Especially in here, don't be nobody in here like that.
Okay, it's dope in here. This is my first time in here.
Yeah.
It's my first time in here. Like I've never been to here. Like I think I've been to the gallery. Maybe this might be my third time in the gallery all together.
This shit different. Like yo, this shit is way different, dog.
Yeah. Like, do they got even a place you can take pictures at like they used to back in the day?
I don't even know, man. It's like I've been in here multiple times because I work downtown sometimes and I'm like moving through. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like I done been through, like I done walked through it, but I think I miss stuff all the time.
Remember the City Blue?
Yeah, oh, City Blue was legendary, man.
City Blue,
City
you come
Blue
get you something from City Blue and go get an Auntie Annie's pretzel.
Auntie Anne's was popping back in the day. Like right now, it ain't the same. The movement of it ain't the same, but back in the day, man, Auntie Anne's was gold.
Yeah.
That shit was popping, man. I'd eat that shit before I ate McDonald's back in the day. Shit was real. I tried to have some Auntie Anne's earlier. That pretzel was dry as hell, man.
Was it right? Whoever they got in there making them Jones, they making them right.
Yeah, they ain't have shit left. She only had the pretzel bites. I don't want no salt, so I didn't get those. But she had those, and she had the Jones with the sugar. I was like, that's too much.
Yeah.
That shit take.
Yeah, the sugar Jones be too much.
I could never order that on my own accord. Like I had one because somebody else had it. And I just needed it, but I can't order that shit.
Yeah.
Man. But I mean, they tried, man. It looks nice in here aesthetically. I came in from the Knife and Market side, and it was actually having a fashion show.
I seen that down there. I seen a bunch of people online down there.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
It's out here. It's like every time. The last time I came here on a Sunday, it was a bunch of shit going on too. I'm like, well, damn. Okay, I got it going on.
This must be the day they dedicate things.
It got to be because the weekdays when I be coming there, bro.
Be hectic.
Kids.
Because you got all the kids from school that go from down here to school.
And they be looking like me. I be like, what the fuck?
only thing they got on is a Pooh Shiesty and a New Balance sweatsuit.
Hey, bro.
and some Under Armour sneakers.
Every time. I didn't see a young boy last week had as much beard as you, man. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, it was certain dudes that their shit was coming in, but damn, dog. I'm still struggling out here. I be feeling some type of way.
A nigga that's 15 got more of a beard than you.
I'm like, damn, younger, what you doing? I ain't doing shit. Shit, you have me going through it, man.
Yeah.
Man.
It's different down here.
It is, man. I'm glad we found this spot, you know. I don't know how long we're going to be here, but for the time being, it's been working out so far. A little bit more freedom, get to schedule your own shit. Got different rooms in here. I'm going to start exploring some of the rooms more. I just fell in love with the Roadcaster for a time being because I want to buy one, so I'm trying to learn it now. So I'm pretty much almost down packed with it. I'm going to get one for the crib, though.
I was telling when I was on the Sandbox, when I did their episode with them, I was telling them, like, it's not hard. Like, they were like, how you learn? YouTube, man. YouTube University. You buy it and you do it yourself. Yeah. Like, you going to fuck up.
Of course.
Sometimes, you know what I mean? I done fucked up a bunch of episodes, you know what I mean? But when you get the hang of it, like, all right, I got this shit. Let's go. You know what I mean? And it save you that money to where you putting out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You putting out to go record somewhere else and you can do all your shit yourself.
Yeah.
And you feel like a little bit more, you feel a little bit more like you like it. You love it now because you can do it yourself.
Yeah. That's really the beauty in it, man. That's the next step, though. I do want to do that, man. It's not that I don't want to. I just need the right space. Like where I'm at right now, I don't have the space.
Mm-hmm.
But going forward, when I do get the space, I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
This shit is just like I said, it's like a learning experience right now. The camera shit is the shit that I'm really trying to learn. That's the hard part. Just the editing and all that. I got some shit on the computer now that I use to edit. It's not up to par where I want to be, so I'm about to just spend that money to get what I want.
It's iMovie you could do it too. I don't know if you got a MacBook.
Yeah, iMovie get on my fucking nerves.
it's actually I'm telling you, I used to say the same thing, right? In iMovie, like I told you before about the audio and the camera, you can sync it through the Rodecaster. You can sync it with the just a cord, and it sounds just like when the video come out. It sounds just like how it does on the mics,
Right.
because that's where it go through. It go through the roadcaster, and it goes to the camera, and it feeds back in. So it's but it's easy, man. iMovie makes it so much easier for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I really like, I sit on YouTube, and what I'll do is I'll do the video, like I'll as step by step as YouTube is telling me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm editing the video just like that, step by step.
So when I did iMovie, I didn't even use YouTube. I was just on some I think I know what I'm doing type shit.
No.
And that shit frustrated me so bad I ain't touched it since. I did it on the phone and I did it on the laptop.
Yeah.
So maybe I do need to revisit it. Because if that's going to be something that I can use for the video, then it kind of saved me a lot of trouble.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, iMovie, it definitely, I've used iMovie multiple times. It saves you. It saves you from spending money on a software, like some kind of software to use that you got to pay $60, $80 a month. I'm all for saving the coin, man.
Yeah.
If I could figure it out and do it myself, I'm gonna try it myself.
That's where I'm at with it. The ultimate goal is to cut the middleman out.
To be ultimately independent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my goal.
Yeah, this is our we're going in our second year in April, so that'll be 2 years altogether. So I think by the end of this year, we should be up and on, going on our own.
Yeah, once you get that rhythm, once you get it going and you figure it out, you just take off. You know what I mean? We've been doing it since March 2020. You know what I mean? March 2020 we've been doing it. I think we put our first episode out like March something in 2020 during the pandemic.
Right.
That was smack dead in the middle. We came out with a podcast smack dead in the middle of the pandemic.
That was brave.
Yeah, it was brave, but it was also like a genius because what people was doing at home.
Everybody's at the crib.
Everybody was home listening. They had nothing else to do.
I listened to so many, like the beginning of the pandemic. Matter of fact, you said March 2020?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, that's when we all got sent home from work.
Yeah.
Well, people that got sent home.
Yeah.
I remember I got sent home from work. Had a free week. Man, I never binge watched so much in my life. It was the first time I binge watched. I listened and watched every fucking podcast I could. It was ridiculous. This one I was like watching Joe Budden on camera.
Okay.
That's like how long ago that was.
That before the breakup.
Yeah, before that. I used
to
to watch the Joe Budden Jones on camera because like I ain't had shit to do. Even like when I first got sent home from work during that time, I was doing customer service. So it wasn't shit going on. Nobody was calling in, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Just chilling at the crib, making breakfast, checking the phone, seeing if anybody called. Then I was just watching shows all day. So, I mean, damn.
I envy people who work from home because I had to get up and take my ass to work.
Yeah. That shit is a gift and a curse, bro. Like right now, so I went back to work full time at the job in March of 2022. So I'm thinking like we back forever. They bring us back for whatever reason. We back forever. Now we're on a hybrid schedule. I'm off Thursdays and Fridays.
That's dope, though.
Yeah.
You get to
I
work
work
from
for
home.
the crib Thursdays and Fridays.
Yeah.
I was doing this other shit where it was like a skipper, like a every other week type shit, some crazy shit. But I'm in a different department now, so now I get my days at the crib is Thursday and Friday, which is actually perfect. So hopefully I stay there. But I'd rather have the hybrid joint because I don't want to stay in the house every day again. Yeah. That shit was miserable.
Yeah, I hear that from people who work at home. I work outside.
Oh,
so.
shit. Yeah, getting to it.
Yeah, I work outside all year long. Every day.
I enjoyed the beginning part of being at the crib. But then like a year later, you're like, what the fuck? Like everything is repetitive. Like you do the same shit every day.
Yeah.
At least when you go to work, you might run into a little, I don't know, anything can happen. But at the crib, it's like, no, man. You wake up, wash your ass, go to your
Get on the
desk,
computer.
just sitting there, man. That shit fucked my eyes up, man. I had to literally start wearing my glasses every day.
Okay, from seeing that screen.
Yeah, man. That shit did something to me.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I would do a hybrid if I had the option to. I would do a hybrid schedule.
Yeah,
if I worked in that field, I would definitely do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when I worked outside, never again probably. I think I probably will never work outside again.
Everybody say it, man.
I tried different things. I remember I did landscaping when I was young. I had some experience as being an electrician, but it didn't last long. But even at the job I'm at now, I just wouldn't work outside. It's kind of like, what's the point now? Yeah. But this hybrid schedule was working. I hope Thursday and Friday remains my days. I can't complain with that Thursday and Friday. It's lovely.
You said y'all when did y'all start the podcast?
We started. Our first episode was April of 2021.
What made y'all start?
Shit, me, bro. For me personally, I always wanted to do a podcast. like, even during the pandemic, I wanted to do one, but it was like, I don't want to do this shit by myself. So I had a couple run-ins when I was supposed to start one with somebody. Shit just kept failing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just on the computer one day, talking shit on Facebook. Yo, I need to start a pod. You know, me and my partner Jay, we went to CCP together. And, you know, we always kept, like, on Facebook. You know how you keep in touch with people through the internet and shit like that. So he, like, sent me a fucking picture of a keyboard. He's like, yo, I want to do a pod too. So pretty much from there, bro, we just got that shit rolling. We found a name. We announced it in January.
Okay.
Like, yo, this spring we got a podcast coming. And then we finally started recording in April. And from there, we just been recording. So we almost on 2 years now. You know, ups and downs. Time is moving, though. We was only recording every other week at first.
Okay.
Then we was like, man, fuck this.
Do it every week?
Every week.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of doing it every other week?
Y'all get cursed out when y'all don't drop episodes? Because we do.
We have been, yes.
Yeah, people all the time hit us up all the time. We don't drop.
See, that's what the thing was the last time, like, we was on a little break in between the live show. Yo, what's up? Like, my family members and shit like that be supporting me. Like, yo, cuz, what's up? You want to start recording? Like, y'all bullshit.
Right.
I'm like, no, it ain't like that. We in the transition to find somewhere to record.
Right.
I don't want to just be bringing out shit and then we ain't comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I waited till we got this, and I'm like, all right, now we can get back and put our foot back on the gas. But yeah, I mean, in the beginning, it was a little rocky because you get discouraged. Like, I ain't getting no fucking money for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
It happens.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Like,
You can't go in straight like I'm gonna make some money off of it. It don't happen.
Yeah.
It don't happen. I tell people all the time. It don't happen unless you have like a big name before you start.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you like some kind of Instagram celebrity or whatever the case may be, and you going into it, then you'll it depends on your following before you do it. Now, if you don't have no following before you do it, it's gonna be a little rough. Like with us, it was just us. You know what I mean? Like in our shit was brewing. We were supposed to start a podcast maybe like 2019. We just never took the initiative and took the step forward to do it. And then one day, Lynn, he hit us up like, bro, I got a studio, they got equipment, we're gonna do a trial run. Went and did the trial run. Put a snippet out on Instagram. People liked it. And then we just went back in and did it. And it's hard. Like I said, it is. Yeah. It's hard to have different topics every week. Come up with something creative. But it was like we've been friends for years. We had a group chat for years.
I was just gonna ask, like, y'all childhood friends?
No, we're not childhood friends. I knew Lynn since we was young boys. We from the same hood. I knew Lynn since we was young boys. I met Sticks and Feek maybe like 2009. 2010 I met them, and we've been cool ever since. And I met Shiz through all of them.
Right.
Since like 2011, 2012, somewhere around there. But we had like a group chat. So where we just talk about shit all day long, back and forth. And like if you listen to the podcast and you hear how Sticks and Feet go at it and curse each other out, that's real life. Like that's it. You know what I mean? Like that's real life stuff. Yeah. Like back and forth all day long. You wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and Sticks and Feet going at it.
Yo, that's the beauty in group messages.
Yeah.
Bro. Like the group message I'm in. Shout out to it's called the Terror Dome. we had this group message probably since 2012. So the guys that I'm in the group message with, they all do a podcast together. Okay. So, you know, I got mine, they got theirs, but we all still in this group message. So we pretty much just bounce ideas all week, every day. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But 10 years I think we had this damn group message. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Every day, all day. You be like, I gotta put that shit on Do Not Disturb. I got all my group messages on D&D. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, damn, dude, what took you so like, bro, my shit be on D&D, man. Mm-hmm. All of them. Just hide the alerts or whatever, because it's like, I'm always going to tune into the group message, but sometimes all that shit on your screen, especially like when you sleep and then everybody else work at a different time. Mm-hmm. Like I work in a regular schedule. Half of the homies in the group message, they work overnight. Right. So I wake up, these niggas going at it at 3 in the morning. Like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. So I just had to start, D&D. I don't got no sound on my phone or nothing. I can't hear shit. Everything on silent. That shit always on vibrate. They be like, damn, bro. No, man, vibrate. I ain't had a text tone since 2013, and I remember I remember the day I turned it off. It was because of a different group message. I'm at work, that shit just keep going. I said, man, fuck this. I never turned it back on. Yeah, never. Them group messages, they get a little bit out of hand sometimes. Yeah, you look up, it be 100 and something messages you missed. I'm like, I ain't reading all that shit. Yeah, it'd be tough, man. Every now and then I try to scroll, but then somebody keep texting. I was like, man, fuck this shit. I just start with the next subject. Also, I wanted to give y'all flowers, man. Congratulations on the show, man. Appreciate, you know what I mean? It's like I told
Yusuf and them, it's not easy bringing people out to see you.
It's not.
You know what I mean? To have that support, you feel love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And congratulations on y'all show.
I appreciate that, bro, a lot, man.
For sure.
Yeah, it definitely was like, it still was hard work at the end of the day for me personally in my mind. Because it's like just the whole facet of trying to get people to come out. Like, people say it, but you don't know.
Black people bullshit.
Yeah,
I tell you all the time.
Family members.
Family, friends. I'm telling you, we had no bullshit. We had a show Black Friday. I think we started promoting it October.
Mm-hmm.
The day leading up, somebody said, yo, I didn't even know y'all was having a show. I said, nigga, I post this every day. Every day for 30 days. I seen you in my views.
Yeah.
But niggas be like, I just be hitting the screen. Oh, tickets sold out. Yeah, now you got to pay at the door.
Yeah, I had people do that, bro. I'm like, there's no way you didn't know.
There's no way.
Nigga came to me and said, yo, you had a show? I'm like, what? You in my views, like you said. And like for me with the views thing, like personally, I view certain people's stories.
Right.
But I don't really know you that much. Or I don't, you know what I'm saying? I might not look at your story too much. But 9 times out of 10, me personally, I view the stories.
And
niggas be lying.
Niggas don't read.
They don't read either.
Niggas don't read or follow directions.
What time is it? Where is it at? You
Yo,
like, bro, what the fuck?
You can fucking listen. This is how crazy social media is, right? And the attention span of people. You could post a food pic, right? You can have whatever in your caption, whatever it is you eating, and then on top of it, the location where that place you at. Somebody will comment. I guarantee you. Somebody will comment and say, "Yo, bro, where this at?" I'm telling you, that's how crazy niggas don't read or pay attention. Niggas will look at the screen, look at your food, and don't read whatever you got in your caption or location and say, yo, bro, where's this at?
That shit be killing me, man. It's like, bro, I had to ask somebody like, yo, this shit is right there. What are you talking about? Oh, my bad. I'm like, yo, ain't no fucking way, man.
Where is it at, bro? It's on the flyer.
My shit says City Winery, clear as day.
And they'll ask you, where is it at?
Yo, Google this shit. Like, what do you want me to tell you? Like, I don't have the directions. I'm telling you the exit, 9th and Filbert. Oh, man, it's down there, man. It's downtown. Yeah. Don't come, bro.
Don't. If you go,
I don't be understanding people, bro. And it be the motherfuckers that you like, damn, like, I thought we was family, you know what I'm saying? I had a nigga gas me up so bad, bro. Yo, cuz, I'm coming to this show, I'm bringing everybody, I'm telling everybody on my side. Now, when he's saying this, I'm like,
right.
All right. So I go and ask his mom, which is my older cousin, and her husband, that's my man, we good. Like, yo, cuz, come to the show, yada yada, sent the drawing. It's like, damn, I didn't know you was having the show. So now I'm like,
he ain't say nothing.
Yeah, like, and he ain't even slide.
Mm-hmm. The nigga who's your cousin was gassing up didn't even slide.
He didn't even slide. And I'm like, I'm not mad at him for not sliding because I really didn't expect him to slide.
Right. But
I'm like, damn, bro, at least you would have shared the word.
Yeah.
Now my cousin that he like close to 50. Yeah, I'm fucking this internet shit. I'm trying to show him how to buy the tickets. He ended up sending me the bread to buy him the tickets, and I just had the shit emailed to him.
People use their smartphones for all the wrong reasons.
Yo.
It's a computer in your hand.
Bro.
And a nigga still will tweet or put out a post on Instagram and say, what time such and such open and close?
Like, Google is free, dog.
It's free.
Free as fuck.
It's free. All you gotta do is go to your Safari app, type in whatever you want to know, and I promise you, 100 things will come up differently about that subject.
Safari, Google Chrome, whatever you use, the shit is right there. Yeah. And I'll be lost. Like, bro, I used to talk to people on the phone for work, and they'll be like, I'll be like, yo, create an account online. I don't know how to do that shit. You got a Facebook?
Right. If
you got a Facebook, there ain't no way you can't make an account for your utility bill. Like, come
at
on,
all.
Man.
At
and
all.
that shit, like, till this day, it just bothers me. Because some of the people didn't even used to be that old, bro. It'd be like 33. You like, yo, I don't know how to use the internet. I'm like, bro, there's no way you don't know how to use the internet at 33. Because you had to.
Even a lot of things, you don't even have to create an account. You can pay as a guest, or you use your phone number.
Pay as a guest. Easy.
Or you use your phone number.
Easy as 1, 2, 3. That shit used to irk the hell out of me, man. Till this day, man, I'm like, yo, man, people really crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, even my mom, she asked me to do certain shit. I'm like, Mom, you on Facebook all the time posting videos, preaching. Mom, if you don't take your ass on there and order them shoes off the site, I ain't doing it.
Yeah,
I'm sick of it.
Crazy,
you got
man.
an iPhone, they got Apple Pay and everything. Shit is easy now. You just look at the joint, ding ding.
That's it.
I was like, yo, I don't do Cash App. I I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't really carry cash. I don't really have a reason to, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I get a certain amount every week from the ATM. That shit lasts.
Yeah.
It's only how many days it lasts. I'm not walking around with $200-$300 like I'm young again. Like, this shit's corny. You can't do it. Because it just don't even feel right no more.
Right.
So, I don't know, man. The internet shit, people, like, then you get these old heads that know how to work it. They be knowing more than you thought. I'm like, oh, shit. But then the people that don't, I just be lost. Like, where did you get lost at that ignorant?
Right.
Like, you got grandparents, and you teach them. You know what I'm saying? They're around, they learn from you. Some people just don't even give a fuck.
No, I promise you, people use their smartphone. Smartphones have made people dumb.
Yeah.
They have. It's attention span. The people attention span is less and less these days.
Yeah, man. I'm
That's a whole nother
dealing
story.
with the public, bro, is just a motherfucker, man.
I'm telling you, niggas is crazy, man.
I done seen my dad get on Facebook every single day, then have problems sending the cash app. Like, Pop, you know you crazy for that, right?
Yeah, that's wild to be on the internet and then can't send something through the internet.
Send or receipt. I'm like, yo, just go to the joint, you know what I'm saying? My uncle, too, he ain't slick. I just be dealing with my family members. Like, I was paying his phone bill off his card every month. I said, yo, I can't do this shit no more. Like, what the fuck? You got one? You use it. Do it yourself. Just type the numbers in.
Or you can go to the store and just pay through the kiosk.
Yeah, something. Because, like, when you start doing shit like that, it's like crippling. You know what I'm saying? After a while, you're like, I can't be doing this shit no more. So I just had to, like, cut ties with some of my family members with certain shit.
Yeah, if they able to, I'm like, you can just go to the kiosk in that store and just pay your bill.
Like, even my aunt, she refused to use her debit card online, but wants you to use yours. Like, what? Why would I use mine? You ain't going to use yours. What's the difference?
Right.
Like, no, I had to get that shit nipped at the butt. Like, no.
Well, my it's crazy because my grandma and my mom's still old school. They still write checks and send them through the mail. Like, I was, the other week, I went to go see my mom.
Yeah.
And I already know she was on the table. She had the table. She was at the table and she had all these bills laid out. And she fucking got her checkbook out with a composition book. When she put in the composition book, she'd be like, because if something happened to me, her husband know how to pay the bills and what bills is due. So because he don't, she just paid from their account. You know what I mean? So it's like she write out checks and send them to where they gotta send, the date they gotta send by, and what's the amount they should be. And she got it all in the composition book. And I'm like, that is kind of smart because my stepdad, he pay the bills, but he don't do it himself. She do it.
Most of them don't do it. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between our generation. Though. Like, I don't particularly care who pays it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mind paying it. Like,
as long as you get paid.
Work, yeah.
As long as you get paid.
I even, what the hell was I about to say? I just lost my thought. But particularly for that, like, at work, when I was working, like, people would send checks and shit like that. But the only thing that's different now, since the pandemic hit, shit been off ever since. The mail's been off ever since, like, people not getting checks and we not receiving checks. And it's just been bad. I don't know who to blame, but it just ain't been the same ever since the pandemic hit. When Trump was still in office, he was on some funny shit anyway. So
a lot of times, too, when people are short-staffed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's not a lot of mail carriers.
All these companies are short-staffed right now. Yeah.
That's why a lot of people offering bonuses to come work, and if you could get somebody to work and they use your name, they give you a bonus with the person because they don't have nobody.
It's crazy. I remember I was working at this job, bro. I got probably like 10 people in that job, bro. The whole time getting people in, no nothing. Just thank you. Then by the time I'm ready to get up out of there, they start giving out bonuses and shit. I was just counting how much money I could have had when I got these people. I'm like, y'all ain't shit, man. But that's how they do at jobs now, man. Like, my job, they don't give us no bonuses. If you're a union worker, I think union workers just don't get bonuses at all. Maybe the people that work in the office. And
they mine, we union, if you get somebody and they use your name, you get a bonus.
I think they got it now, but it's like, at this point, I don't even be putting people on the job no more. I think I'm done with that.
Yeah, I can agree. I ain't even going to it, but I can agree with you. I'm agree with you.
The last couple of people I really tried, it's just like, you'll get somebody into an interview and they don't show up. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? That's like the worst, bro. That's like the worst. I had somebody get the job, come to the job. I gotta tell the story. It's my uncle. Love my uncle to death, man. Love my uncle
Family
to death.
do dirty sometimes, don't
My
they?
man, 100 grand. This nigga, I was doing a security. I used to work security part-time down at the Barnes Foundation. Okay. Down on the Parkway. Probably one of the easiest joints I ever had. Like, bro, we just was, don't touch the pan, don't go over the lines, some easy shit. So my uncle needed a gig. Get him a gig, easy. Just off my name, because I was a good worker, cool. Get the job, hook him up, get him some shoes, debit card, all that. You know, I'm looking out, that's my uncle, that's my family. First day he go to the job, it's like orientation. He don't wear his suit, he wears some regular clothes. So of course somebody hit me up like, yo, uncle down here, man, he got on some joggers and some Doc Martens. I'm like, what the fuck? And a button up. So I'm like scratching my nose, I'm like,
that's a hell of an outfit.
that shit was random as hell, dog. I'm like, hold on, no, you didn't. He lying, you lying. I'm like, no, you really down here, man. He in the galleries with this shit. So I'm like, all right. So, you know, you gotta get your suit tailored and shit like that or whatever when you do that job. I was on the job, you had to wear suits and shit. Mm-hmm. So it's a Saturday. Mind you, he's staying at my crib for the time being. So I hear him moving in the morning. I'm like, oh, all right, you going to work? Yeah. This first true day. It's a Saturday. Cool. So I go to sleep because I don't work that shift. So I get a text at like 10 in the morning. I'm looking like, what the fuck? So it's supervisor boy. Like, hey, have you spoke to your uncle? He never made it.
So like that. I heard that nigga getting up this morning. I ain't make it.
Yeah, so I'm like, I hit my mom like, what's up? You talk to uncle? She's like, hey, he left this morning. He went to work. Okay. This probably was like 2018, I think, or something like that. So I'm like, all right, he went to work. So then I'm like, I thought he was there. She's like, no, he never showed up. So my mom called him or whatever. He answered the phone. He at the park. So I'm like, he at the park. Yeah. He not going. What the fuck you mean he not going? I did all this to get him in. He ain't gonna go to the job. So now I'm like, this started from riffing. I never beefed with him over it, but I wasn't talking to him for a while because I'm like, you ain't even say nothing to me. You just not gonna show up.
Right.
Like, in what world do we do that?
Right. And it's my name.
Yeah, it's my name. So that was like the last job for me, bro. And that was a couple years ago. Because I always would get people in at my jobs. Like, the funny thing is, like, my family members, they always bust on my family members because wherever we get a job at, we get other people in. That's always been.
But that's a good thing, though.
But these last couple jobs, like, oh, and I got my other man in there. He just was doing anything. I remember one time he lied, said his pop had a stroke. So the manager boy called me. He asked me. I had to act fast. I'm just like, yeah, man, that shit crazy. Just left him. I'm like, bro, come on, man. It was so bad. He asked him to resign the job. I'm like, God damn. Yeah, bro, that shit burnt me out, man.
Yeah, you can't get everybody a job. Don't get everybody. You listening? Everybody is not worthy of using your name.
Man, you'd be surprised, man. I had so many situations where niggas did crazy shit. You just be like, dog.
Niggas will put some bad stuff on your name, man, at the workplace. It's not good to get everybody a job.
I was doing good in this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but definitely, bro. As far as y'all podcast, I want to give y'all a shout out also, man. Definitely give y'all a shout out, man.
Thank you.
I saw the article just like everybody else.
Oh, yeah. So we get honored by the city of Philadelphia for living legends and things we do in the community. Yeah. So it's pretty dope. I was caught by surprise when it happened. Shout out to Bra. I appreciate him. He worked down City Hall. Mm-hmm. Good friend of mine. And he listened to the show. Good dude, really, really good dude. Does a lot in the community. Do a lot for our city. On a like he like underground with it. You know what I mean? But he plugged in with a lot of things, and he does a lot for the city, and he does a lot for the black community. Shout out to him. Lynn had sent it in the morning, and it's funny. He like, yo, bros, I don't know where the fuck this came from. I don't know how true it is, because it had his name on it, because it's 5 of us. Yeah. And he was like, bro, I ain't on no David Ruffin shit. And I'm trying to read the shit, and it looked like something crazy, but it honestly looked like an indictment, right? And you know, pay attention to it. It's like, whereas, and them, and living. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the word was crazy.
Yeah, the word was crazy. So when I read it, and I was like, bro, I don't think you're no David Ruffin shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. We all gonna be there regardless if your name on it. My name on it, we all gonna be there. If somebody else's name on it, we all gonna be on there. We all gonna be there. And then we found out later exactly what it was. Somebody told him exactly what it was, and we're being honored by the city of Philadelphia as living legends and people we do, with things we do in our community.
Bro, that's major, man. Real Real shit, that's major. When I saw it, I'm like, damn, man, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
It's dope. I know they had like they talked about the other list before that, the 187 John, which I was kind of like in the mix while that was constructed, because it was I think we was on the app. Damn, I can't think of the app. We be on there all the time. Discord, okay. I think when that was first that last list, and we was on the list, I'm like, fuck, we on the list, but we was like kind of in the message while it was kind of created. So that's how we got.
Yeah, that first list, we felt. Yeah. Actually, we didn't make a list, two lists, 21 and 22.
Yeah, I definitely saw the 22 list, but I didn't see the 21 list.
Yeah, 22 and 21, and it was kind of crazy because I'm like, damn, like I see names on this before, like and like I told you the same thing. I said it ain't nothing personal to people who on the list. It's the people who made the list. It's like you can't. How can you speak of podcasts in the city and you not mention us for things we've done?
It's disrespectful.
I felt disrespected. Yeah. You know what I mean? I felt disrespected. That's like, when they was giving out Source Awards, like, damn, or Five Mics, like, you mean my album ain't hot enough? Right. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I was feeling. And it was towards the people who made the list. Because, like, how you a journalist, but you don't do...
You do your homework.
You don't do your homework. Yeah. You know what I mean? You going all about what people saying on Twitter. And to our discredit, we're not big on Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, we don't tweet a lot because I can't tweet like I used to. I can't tweet from my page from our page like I used to. Like, it just... My mind doesn't work that way no more. And he took it from Twitter. People sent them names of a podcast from Twitter, and it was like, you didn't do your homework. You know what I mean? You didn't see who was really doing things in the community outside of $1 Million Worth of Game, those other podcasts, things like that. So I took it personal. And when I took it personal, I was like, all right, now we gotta show niggas like why we should have made the list.
I respect that.
And like I said, like when we read the list, like names, like I didn't know who certain people were. Like, it wasn't towards the podcast, it was toward the people who made the list.
Listen, I only knew a certain amount of podcasts. I knew who y'all were. Houston them just started. I knew TRPE. I knew One Fam. Right. It wasn't that many other Jones. I know the guys, Lear and Lionel. Okay. They do a lot of big stuff. And it's like, these guys, not even, like, half of y'all wasn't even on there. So like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we definitely took it personal. So I was like, all right. And the great thing is, excuse me, the list came out last year, 2022. It came out, and then we had we joined Phil Juneteenth. They do a Juneteenth picnic every year. Shout out to them. They do great things every year. Juneteenth picnic. You don't want to miss it. I promise you. It's lovely. We'll talk off air, but it's a lovely place. It's really dope for our community. They honor Black fathers there.
Oh shit!
Because it fell on Juneteenth fell on Father's Day.
Thorough.
So they honor Black fathers in the community, things like that. We did something with them. We hosted, we did our podcast live there for maybe 20, 30 minutes, and then I think the week after that we had a live show in Brooklyn with TRPE, and that was sold out. So it was like, we post and make little shots in the caption and shit like that. Like, how you not mention this? And we selling our shows in Brooklyn. It's not Philadelphia. We from Philly, but we selling our shows in Brooklyn. So you got people from New York and people from Philly traveling to see us.
And I remember when that show happened, I was like, damn, that's fucking major.
Yeah.
That's major.
Yeah. It was dope. That was dope for those guys to, reach out to us, and because we wanted to do a show with them here in Philly. Right. Because, we from Philly. I felt like if we did the show here in Philly, that shit would have been crazy. And I was telling those guys, I'm like, we could have sold more tickets, but the venue wasn't big enough to hold more people.
How many people was it in Brooklyn?
100 something.
Oh, it was a smaller
venue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I haven't been to anything like that in Brooklyn. I've been to the games and shit like that, but I haven't surfaced Brooklyn too much.
Yeah, it was dope. That was pretty dope to see people come from our city to drive up there to see us, and people from up there to see us, and it was dope, man. So when that came out, I definitely felt some kind of way, but I don't even care about none of this. I'm a living legend in Philly, so.
Oh, respectfully, bro. Respectfully, man. Listen, I'm glad y'all got y'all flowers though.
I appreciate
I'm glad y'all got y'all flowers. When I read them, I'm like, damn, that's what's up. Because I seen y'all wasn't on the other ones, and outside looking in, once I started listening to y'all, I understood why y'all should be on it. Mm-hmm. First of all, y'all consistent. Y'all talk well. Y'all put y'all shit together. Y'all just go together well.
Right.
It's like glue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all just go together well. And I like listening to your podcast, man. I always get a laugh out of it.
Yeah,
and I learn something too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's different, man. Going into it, I always said we do something different than. There's so many different podcasts in the city, but everybody's different in their own way, and they do it right in their own right way. You know what I mean? And I love what the city has with the podcasts and different podcasts. Nobody copying off nobody. Everybody got their own style. And then it's no beef. You know what I mean? Like, I fuck with y'all. I fuck with One Fam, Sandbox. I met the 4R Brothers guys at the Sandbox John. Try to link with them. And the Big Delicious Podcast.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Portia.
She had this corner.
Yeah, that's what I said on the. I said she had you on the blender.
And I told him, like,
that's my dog.
I tell people all the time, I'm like, I have no. I'll come on your podcast. You come on mine. It'd be so difficult with us because it's fucking 5 of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't mind coming on people's podcasts, showing people love, reposting, shouting y'all out on our shit. Like, it's all love, man.
Yeah. That's what it's all about to me, bro. If I could collab with everybody in the city, I would. At some point. You know what I'm saying? I didn't reach out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind. That's my thing. I don't mind reaching out. Like, I reach out to y'all. I just love it. Like, when I first met Black from One Fan, bro, DM'd him like, yo, this shit crazy. Like, I fucked with y'all pod. Mm-hmm. And next thing you know, a couple weeks later, me and him did a show together. Like, so it just be just like that.
I did the same thing. I had my DM'd. I'm like, damn, man, I fuck with the podcast. Yeah. Like, anytime, I guess I'll come on. You know what I mean? I'll come on the podcast if it's me and Linzel or me and somebody else. Like, we'll come on the podcast. I don't mind it. Like, I love showing love. Yeah,
I just feel like, for me personally, that's like my duty. So I was like brought into the podcast landscape to do shit like that. And I just feel comfortable in myself to do stuff like that. I don't mind. So most people that come on, I usually reach out to them via DM.
Okay.
And we go from there.
Right.
And then they reach out to us too. At first, we was just doing all the reaching out. But then, like, midway through, people started hitting us up. Like, oh, shit, I like this shit a little bit. People want to actually come on the show without us reaching out to them. And that kind of changed the game for us. It made me feel better. It made me relax a little bit. Mm-hmm. At first, I'm like, this shit ain't moving fast enough. But once that stuff started happening, I started feeling better about it.
Yeah, looking at, like, when you starting out and things like that, you look at the numbers and the streams and stuff, you be like, man, nobody listen to this shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Then you start getting, like, you start having guests on who have their own following, and you might get a few reposts and things like that, and then that's how it get the flowing and people hear about you.
No. The only thing I dislike sometimes is when you do have somebody on and they, like, kind of no sign of promo. Now, I'm not saying that you have to go on your page and just keep posting this or anything like that, but, show a little love.
Yeah.
Show a little love. Like, probably the biggest person we had on was NasC.
Really?
Yeah.
He from the hood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I'm kind of like ecstatic about it. I'm not going to lie. Like, NasC. Like, I remember when I was a young boy, he used to ride through with the motor scooter joint and shit. I didn't really expect him to promo too much. At the same time, it's like, damn, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Show love.
Like,
you know what it's like being in the underground and being, nobody knowing about you. You've been there.
Yeah.
You come from that.
So it's like kind of gave me a little sour taste because I'm not really chasing big people to come on the show like that. Our thing is more of like finding people in the city that's doing things,
right?
And having them come on and we talk about what they got going on and let our audience know, rather than finding big people and have them come on. I mean, every now and then it probably would be cool. There's a couple big people I probably would like to have on, but I'm not chasing that shit.
Yeah.
That shit'll make you mad.
It will.
Especially if you don't get the outcome that you expected.
Mm-hmm.
Like our biggest show was 2 ladies that I know personally. One is a firefighter, another one is a chef. Now, of course, they were like pleasing to the eyes, so that's the main reason.
Right.
The niggas is freaks.
So, for sure.
I mean, niggas be like, it'd be the middle of the day, and this shit was last May, and people still liking the post. Mm-hmm. It was like, how the fuck you find this? Mm-hmm. Even on the YouTube, bro, I just be cracking up. But like our biggest joint was not NasC's. It was theirs. Like they had the biggest show. So I was like, sometimes that shit is hit or miss.
You got to draw into what your crowd wants.
Yeah. So I want to do that more often, man.
Yeah. I mean, we had one with a young lady. Her name Neri. She's a chef, but she owns a restaurant in Delaware. It's called Bloom Restaurant.
That's hot.
She came on before, and I fuck with Neri, man. I reached out to her. Didn't know her from a can of paint. Reached out to her. I said, yo, would you be willing to come on a podcast, you know, talk about your business and being a chef, being a black woman, having your own business? She's like, yeah, what day y'all record? I'm like, we record on Wednesday. I'm like, we record on Wednesdays and Thursdays. She's like, what about next Wednesday or Thursday? I'm like, bet. She's like, what time? I sent her the time. Day before I reached out to her, she's like, yeah, I'm still there. She pulled up. She had a girlfriend with her. They came in, and she got on, and we talked. This was the first time she was on. The second time, she opened up a restaurant. I seen she would open up a restaurant. I reached out to her. I said, yo, how about we come down there with our camera and you cook us something and we just talk.
That's hot.
She had just opened. And that episode was really dope because we went in, she went in there, she was by herself. She was cooking, she cooked us some food and everything like that. It was dope.
Yeah.
It was dope. And like she's like a businesswoman, she's a mother, you know what I mean? That episode was really, really good.
That sound dope.
Yeah,
I gotta go
cool.
back to the back catalog.
It was Bloom. It was the Office at Bloom or something like. I can't remember the name of the episode.
Sure.
Yeah. It's on our page. Like even the clip we posted of the reel of her talking, I think got like 9,000 views, 10,000 views. You know what I mean?
Major.
It was cool, and she was speaking some real shit. It was good.
Yeah, I've had some great episodes when I invited female guests. I don't know, they just bring something else to it. You know what I'm saying?
Because y'all two men and you have you had the opposite sex on there, and y'all can discuss it. Y'all go back and forth with things.
Yeah, I had some good times with them. I'm looking to get more female guests for this season also. I just think, like you said, like it brings out another side too, and another audience also.
Yeah, for the females who listen to you, they like to hear what us men got to say, but they also want to hear what a female got to say against what you're saying. Because when they listen to you in the car, they argue with you. Even though you don't hear them, you know what I mean? They hear you like, bro, nah, nigga, nah. I feel some kind of way you said this. You know what I mean?
Man,
so
I didn't have many texts like, yo, why you really think like that?
You really think like that?
Yeah. Why? Why? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We didn't had a couple chefs like the lady, I went to high school with her name is Nira. She was on the show, and I knew the firefighter also. So that show, like, everything on that show just went, like, we just, like, the conversation just was flowing. Mm-hmm. She brought some food that day. I think she brought, like, some sloppy joes, something crazy, man. I just know I was tearing that shit up on camera. And then we had another chef that Jay knew. He used to work with him or something like that, but he's originally from New York. And he brought, like, some type of Rasta pasta. He brought this big-ass pan, bro.
Of it?
Bro. I ate some on the show. I took, like, 2 joints home. Like, it was ridiculous. That shit was good as hell, man. And he do, like, every other Friday, he has like a menu and he sell food and shit. Okay. So shout out to my man, Chef Hand and shit. Definitely, man.
Yeah, it'd be more so we try to reach out to people who have like their own business or things going on they do in the community. Even, you know, females, we try to bring them on because we have a big female following. So always when I reach out to the guests, I'm like, it could benefit your business because 90% of our listeners are women.
That's dope.
And believe it or not, man, women don't complain about prices. They gonna pay it. They gonna show up. They gonna support. They gonna repost. They gonna put their people on. They gonna I always say shout out to the females. I don't like they support you. Niggas like, man, I don't fuck them niggas. Like that's how niggas be. Females, nope. I like their podcast. Listen to them. It's so many people who I ran into. A guy. He was like, yo, man, a good friend of mine. She put me onto your podcast. And I listen, man, and I've been hooked on ever since. I'm like, shout out to the females, you know what I mean? Because they'll spread the word.
Yeah, shout out to the ladies for sure, man. Always. I just shouted out ladies so many times on the show, man.
Yeah.
He was like, he think he's slick. Oh, I mean, shout out to the ladies.
They support.
They definitely support, bro.
I give them hell, but they also support too.
Listen, bro, like I'm trying to be as humble as possible about the live show shit. Then my homies just be in my head about it, like, bro, there's so many females there. I was like, what the fuck? Like, chicks that I didn't even know was sliding.
Right.
Hey, Dove. I'm like, oh, shit, you here? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in disbelief, bro. And I'm like, damn, I didn't know that this many women would show up for me.
Female support. I say it all the time.
And I'm still a little, like, stuck about it because it's like, damn, we're going to do this again? If they come out again like this, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then we got, I get this out the way now. Our next show, we got Portia and Big Fat Delicious going to open up for us.
Okay. Oh, at the live show?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she asked me the night of.
Okay.
She came right up to me, was like, hey, Dove, I liked y'all show. Can we do the next one? No brainer, you know what I'm saying? I've been meaning to get them on the show anyway. So when she asked me, it's kind of one of them jobs like, Yeah,
for sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it a little differently this time as far as the way we do the show. But definitely, I'm excited to have them on.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's good.
Yeah, get their audience out there too. So hopefully this joint be crazy, man. We're gonna do it in a couple months. We announcing and everything. But
Yeah. Y'all announced the date already or no?
I have the date, but I haven't gave it out to the public.
Okay.
But I definitely got the date already. It's already set. So they just want us to wait a little bit.
All right. Yeah, when you announce the date, long as it's not during Ramadan, I'll be there, man. Long as you said
Ramadan start?
March 22nd.
Oh yeah, we good.
Okay.
I don't.
Like March 21st, March 22nd, somewhere.
Oh yeah, you good.
Yeah, and then it's like 29, 30 days.
Yeah.
So it'll be over like April 20th, somewhere. Yeah. As long as it's not doing there, I'll be there.
Ramadan get here so fast.
It moves up every year. It moves up every year. Every year, our calendar is counterclockwise than our regular calendar.
You do it every year?
Every year.
That's what's up.
I gotta participate in that every year. That's something I believe in. You know what I mean? I have to do it every year.
I respect that a lot. Listen, man, because I don't like come against nobody or anything like that. I just know, me personally, if I was practicing, I would probably do it every year too.
Yeah, you
just
gotta do it.
I just feel like you got to.
It's
I only got nothing
obligated
else
to
to
your
say.
religion. You have to do it unless you're sick or pregnant.
Yeah, and I respect the people that stick to it every single year. Like, bro, that's hard to do, man.
A lot of people like, man, like, we record, so it's kind of hard for me because I can't curse, can't, certain things. So I it's a little hard for me, but other than that, like, not eating is not hard for me.
Yeah.
Like, I always start leading up maybe 2 or 3 weeks before. I already prepare myself. As far as like eating less, eating at a certain time, you know what I mean, getting up early, eating, and then not eating until later on.
I've seen like family members and friends up close do it, and I always admired the shit. Like, I'm not Muslim myself, but I always respected people that could do Ramadan on a consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to y'all for sure.
Thank you, man. But I'll be there. I'll be at this one, man, for sure.
Appreciate it, man. Definitely want to have y'all there, man. I didn't like before the show was even before we even did the first one. I'm already like, we won't do a second one because it's kind of like one of those things like, yo, we want to keep this shit going. Like, probably not going to keep doing the same venue, but I want to do like a private joint too, like, an intimate joint with like certain amount of people, and then do something even bigger somewhere else. So that's like outside looking in for plans in the future though.
Okay.
But the live show is hot. I love it.
It'd be dope.
Yeah, I love it because like we did the Jones at the loft. We was recording. I had like 25 to 30 people at one time. So that was like a step, like a practice, because I'm like ecstatic. I know all these people, so it's easier to talk. And then like when we did the bigger one, I still knew a lot of people in there, but I wasn't really bothered by the crowd or anything like that. I think like some shit is just like natural at this point.
People shouting out stuff, people talking.
Definitely was talking a lot. Like, hey,
yeah.
What up?
Yeah, that's the main thing about doing live shows is crowd control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I find that you have to have balance to where you can't give people too much liquor in the beginning and then do the show. Like, you got to go on and do the show and then let people have liquor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because once people get liquor, it's like
over.
They can't control the way they talk, the volume of how they talk.
Yeah.
They engaging in what you're saying, but they saying it loud and talking over you. So
that one TRPE live, I remember they posted it. I think it was the one fan opened it for them. People was drunk as shit that joint. I was like, damn.
Yeah. When we had a live show / day party last February, we had it, and it was like, we sold out sections and things like that. So we went on later than expected, and people was already drunk. So like the audio with the place was like fucking up a little bit. People in the back couldn't really hear us. So we trying to talk loud. I'm trying to get the audio ready. So I was like, after a while, people over talking us. I said, you know what? Fuck it. Y'all want party? Fuck it. We done recording. I appreciate everybody coming out. I love y'all for supporting us. Let's fucking party.
That was the joint y'all was talking about on the last episode.
Yeah. They said I was mad. Everybody called me mad. Yeah.
That's dope, though.
Yeah,
man. If that happened, I mean, y'all had a lot of people in that motherfucker.
We did.
That's all that matters.
That motherfucker was packed on a Saturday afternoon, early afternoon, at 2:00. See,
that's the stuff I like, man. Especially winding down. Like, as I get older, I like shit like that more. Rather than being at the actual club.
I enjoy day parties.
I'm not really a club guy. I've been to them, of course, but day parties are lovely. Like, my older cousin used to do day parties and shit like that. That shit used to be fun, man. When I first turned 21, Matter of fact, he let me in a couple times before I turned 21. So I was cool, man.
Yes.
I appreciate
Day party.
it.
I enjoy day parties. I like to party during the day and then go home, man. I don't like to be out late.
How long you been working overnight? Years?
5 years now?
Yeah. Now, I know it's a whole nother life. Like, my cousin, I think he finally, like, to the point where he can't do it no more. You know, but I tried to work overnight one time in my life, bro. And just, I can't do it, man.
It's for me, I've been doing it so long.
Yeah.
My life and schedule is set up towards it, but I only work 4 days a week.
Okay, that's good.
And I'm off every weekend. So, you know what I mean? So I'm only working 4 days a week, and I work Sunday through Wednesday nights.
It's not bad at
So I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm back to work Sunday night. I ain't, you know what I mean? So it's easy for me. It's not hard. Sleep a little bit during the day. If I don't have nothing to do, if I don't gotta get the kids, whatever the case may be, I sleep a little bit longer. I'll be cool.
That's actually a good schedule, man.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, 9 to 5, has its pros and cons, but at the same time, you know, you never know.
Now the people who got Monday through Thursday, those the motherfuckers. I'm jealous of that schedule because I would love to work Monday night through Thursday night.
Sweet, definitely.
You off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Ooh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Even in the last episode, I remember y'all was talking about like knowing what you can handle as far as dating and shit like that. Because I've dated it. I was in a relationship. I lived with somebody that was working overnight. I can't do it. I learned my lesson, bro. Like, listen. And I was working from the crib at the time. But it's like, this person would come home in the morning, maybe cook breakfast sometimes, then like go to sleep. Then maybe wake up in between. Then, like, at that time, though, I'm working, though. So it's like, I can't really, you know what I'm saying? Then after work, maybe a little bit of time in between. And then, like, when the person was off, I had to, like, get off of work and go right and give them my attention. So it's just like,
yeah, I mean, like I said, I've in the past of dating, like, women can't handle men working overnight, and I respect that.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know what you can handle. You know what I mean? I know what I can handle.
Right.
As far as, like, when they ask, like, could your girl be a bartender? It depends.
Yeah, it depends.
It depends on the situation. You know what I mean?
I was tuned. I'm like, yeah, it depends, man.
It depends.
It definitely depends. Especially, like you said, where they're working at is very important.
It depends. And, like, my girl can go out. I want my girl to go have fun, be with your friends, enjoy your life. But being out to 3 or 4 in the morning, ain't nothing out here at 3, 4 in the morning. And then every weekend, come on.
Yeah, even at a younger age, like even if you in your mid-20s, I still like think that's a little, especially if you got a situation like cool out a little bit.
and then you got to figure what drinking and eating bar food every weekend or every other day does to your body.
It's just fucked.
You fucked up.
Like, bro, there's been instances where I went a little too hard, you know what I'm saying? I slowed down a lot from, I want to say, like, 2021 was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I just got single. I came out of a relationship or whatever. I was going buck wild or whatever. Not gonna lie. 2022 was fun, but it was like, it was more of like a chill fun. Like, I got drunk on my birthday, of course. But outside of that, all the other Jones was cool. But 2021 was just ridiculous. Like, I was out every fucking weekend. I don't know how I was doing it.
You was what we call it. You was fucking your way through the pain.
I was. That's all I knew how to do. That was the first time I went through that too. I was like, man, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. I'm gonna get through this shit one way or another.
Yeah, that's
so I took
what
a little
happens.
break in between, like from the beginning of it, like a month after. I was just chilling. But when I got outside, it was over for me. I was like, damn, why did this happen to me? But when I got outside, this shit was over with, man.
You be like, outside is fun, but it ain't. It's not as fun as you thought. Outside looking in.
No, it's not.
It's not.
I don't want to be outside right now. I'm keeping it a bean, bro. I don't want to be outside. Like some shit, your hand is forced sometimes. Like I don't want to really be out here like that. But I gotta be in a sense because you know I'm like a single guy. I don't really have nobody serious in my life.
Okay.
So it's like sometimes you're like forced to do certain shit, but at the same time, if you ask me what I want to do, I want to chill.
I don't be outside. I'm not outside.
For me to say I'm outside,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I know you're not talking about like being outside literally, but you like I'm outside like.
Yeah.
But you're single. You're free to date whoever you want to date. You can, and that's what I think a lot of people get fucked up when people are single. It's not about I can date all these different women. It's that I can explore my options if I choose to. Now, you might find a lady friend who you vibe with. Y'all not serious, but y'all, you like her company. You enjoy her company. She enjoy yours. Y'all have an understanding. Or you might have 2 lady friends or 3 lady. you're single. You can.
Do what you want.
What they say, date them all until you feel like you want one.
And that's where I went wrong in the previous situation I had. Kind of broke off early, as soon as the year started. But like, me and the person started talking, and it's like it got too serious too fast. And like at the end of the day, when I look at it, I'm like, no, I can't be doing that. Because first, like, I don't want to say I was settling, but I was.
Right.
It's like I didn't even like I start talking to you, and then everybody else is like getting on the back burner, but I don't even know if this is what I want.
Right.
So it's like I can't be doing no shit like that. You gotta cool out.
Take it slow.
Then the person like try to come back on the same shit. I'm like,
Don't work like that.
I'm not even that type of guy that just get talk to somebody and just fuck everybody. It's me and you. You know what I'm saying? Like no, life don't work like that. And I wish more people would understand it. Like I'm not mad at a woman for telling me she got options. Yeah, you should. If you look good, you definitely should.
And you single.
That's a part of life. So I ain't gonna be the guy that jump over the bridge and get mad at you and all that shit. You should have options. If I don't end up being the one, then so be it.
Right.
And it's the same way for me. Like I can't make no promises to nobody. Like I can't. So that's why I try to stay away from too much seriousness, because like chicks be getting. For some reason, people be falling in love in 3 days. You be like, what the fuck? I ain't even done nothing for you to be acting like that. You don't even know me.
You don't even know me.
That's my favorite line. You don't know me.
Right.
Like I know I'm not crazy, but I could be.
Right.
It was like you just like, man.
Let's take it slow.
I got your fucking mind. I had to ask people that.
A lot of times, like when I was single, I'm not single. When I was single, like dating and talking to females, it's like they try to give you an ultimatum when they start liking you. They see how you carry yourself. They see that you got a lot of things going on for yourself. So it's like, you can't give me no ultimatum. I'm always shoot the opposite. Because either we be together, or either we be dating exclusively, or we not dating at all. We're not dating at all. Because you're not going to back me into a corner to force me into you're not forcing me into a relationship.
And that's exactly what I felt like. And
I used to tell women coming in, it's like, yeah, I'm not against a relationship. If it happens, it's going to freely happen. Like, I'm not going to force it, though. Exactly. But we're not going to just date for a month and then we're in a relationship. No, we're going to take our time. And if this is what we want, this is what we're going to do. You know what I mean? But it's not going to be like, and we're going to say that we're in a relationship. We're not just going to guess.
Right.
And that's a lot of times people don't communicate that. Like, we are in a relationship. This is what we're doing. It's me and you in this. It's just me and you, we dating. Nobody else outside of it. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people fail to communicate, that they just feel like, oh, I love this guy, I love this girl, oh, we together. No, you got to establish that. So when a nigga be like, well, you ain't my girl, they feel some kind of way. Yeah. You can't. If I say you are my girl, we're in a relationship, we're in a relationship. Yeah,
and that's an adult part of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, my situation was funny because it's like, I had to hit one of those one day. Like,
you ain't my girl.
And it's like, you want me to do boyfriend shit, and I'm not asking you to do nothing.
Girlfriend shit, right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling.
Right.
You want me to come over and do this in the house and do that, pay for that. Okay.
If I like you, I don't mind it.
But when it gets to the point where, like, motherfuckers is needy, nobody wants no needy person. Especially as, like, you get to a certain level and you're like, no. You know what I'm saying? No. Like, I done had so many funny situations in my, like, life where I'm just, like, burnt out from certain shit. So it just be, like, the one sign of, like, some bullshit, I'm kind of like, I'm off of it. Yeah. And right now, I'm just enjoying my peace, bro.
Enjoy it, man. Yeah. Enjoy it. I'm telling you, it's single life. I mean, I enjoyed it for a long time. For a long time.
Yeah, like I was single for a long time. I had a relationship. We moved together. And I tried all that shit. Didn't work out. I've been single since. I tried a little situations here in between, but I think like right now, this is the most peaceful situation I've been in just by myself.
Right.
I got my options still. I'm not really looking to do nothing, but it's just like peaceful, bro. Like, especially if you just came from something where shit was nagging you a lot, then you just get that peace for like a month or some change. That shit just feels
so good. You ain't gotta wake up. You're not obligated to nothing. You're not obligated to no date this weekend.
Exactly. And eventually, I do want to get back to that. Like, I don't really want to be out here running with women and shit like that. Like, I kind of did that for most of my 20s, so I'm at the point where if I run into a situation that suits me and we end up clicking, then I'm gonna go for it. But right now, it's just like, I ain't there, so I ain't gonna rush it.
Take your time, bro. Yeah. Take your time.
So the barrel back on we talked about on the last episode, matter of fact, with Four Brothers, we're talking about the significance of dating someone who has their parents in their life.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about that?
It depends on how their parents were in their life.
Yeah.
It depends, because I've dated women who had their father in their life, and their father was like a great father, did whatever they could, and however when the daughter said jump, how high.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what the dad did. And to the it was like she expected me to be like her father. I'm not your father. I can't compare to your dad. Your dad love you no matter what. I ain't gonna love you no matter whatever you do.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean?
right there.
right. Your dad love you unconditionally, no matter, regardless. I'm not that man. No, I can treat you like you supposed to be treated, but I'm not your father. When you say jump, I'm not asking how high.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And then sometimes you get people who don't have a father, who don't have a mother, who mother competed with them growing up, so they have that. They don't know how to love. You have some people who grew up off survival. You have people who grew up off of love. You know what I mean? It's two different things, and I've had both of those things, both of those dating lives. But as far as, like I said, it goes back to how their parents were in their lives, how they were treated, how they were raised. And it's a good thing when they do have both parents, or they have one parent and they were raised off love, and the parents showed them how to be a woman, how to be submissive, how to love a man, what you do when you get a man, this and that. And then you got the point to you get some relationships, you get in a situation where they don't know how to.
Those are scary, bro.
Yeah, because you got something in, and I always go back to myself. When I was younger and growing up, I didn't know how to love a woman right. I knew how to get bitches.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. I know how to get them. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was like treating them right, treating them the right way, how they're supposed to be treated. I was raised in a single mother home.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was like, I know my mom was a great mother. I was raised off love.
Me too.
But it was like, I didn't know how. My old heads always told me how to get chicks.
Yeah.
It never taught me how to. When you get this one girl you love, you treat her this way. You do this for her, this and that. You treat her the right way. Yeah. It was just like, all right, I'm gonna just get some chicks. You know what I mean?
That was the missing part in the hood. You know what I'm saying? They definitely told us how to get them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was raised by my mom too, me and my sister. So I was a single parent home, and I feel like mine's kind of similar, bro. I always knew how to get them, but I could treat them right to an extent.
Yeah.
But like once it got to that serious mode,
yeah,
I didn't know how to love a woman in that sense because a man.
How she's supposed to be loved?
Yeah. I never, I watch TV and shit, but nobody ever told me how to,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you get older, I look at every situation at a different spot to the view, because I've had women that had a dad, I had women that didn't have a dad. I had women who had a dad with a good father, and he did everything, but he had flaws.
Right.
We all got flaws, but those flaws might have, been the flaws where you can't overlook them.
Right.
Infidelity.
Right.
Out on the mom and all that shit like that. That shit really does stuff. It affects people differently.
It does.
Like a man, some of us don't get affected that much, but then some women, that shit tear them down. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I loved my dad so much. I found out he was a cheater, and they just never recover from that shit.
Right. And it goes even to not to change subject, but my dad wasn't really in my life early on. You know what I mean? Even when my dad did come in my life, he wasn't a dad. He was just a father. Right. It's two different things. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So he wasn't a dad. He just was a father, just somebody who was just there. You know what I mean? But me having children, I'm not just there. I'm a dad. Right. You know what I mean? I don't want my I don't want my children to grow up without their father. You know what I mean? So with dating, it's sketchy, man. Dating is really, really weird out here with dating certain people. Even with parents and no parents is sketchy, man. It's scary out here. Mm. And you have to really know that person before you really know that person. Yeah. If you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Before you welcome them into your home, before you bring them around your children. A lot of people get so caught up in lust, they don't really know. They don't really know that person.
That'd be the thing.
You infatuated with how they look instead of like how they behave, things they got, they financial, they home, how they house look, how they treat their house, how they treat their parents, how they treat their kids, how they treat their family. You have to take all that into effect. All that goes into play when you are dating or trying to date or try to be with somebody. People just look at the lust and how they look good with this person, how they look on social media with this person. No, just You have to learn that person. Learn how they think. I can't be with no dumb chick.
No.
I can't be with a chick who don't have nothing going on for herself. Now, if you, like, not working because you're in school, I get it. That happens. You're trying to better yourself. But if you ain't got no job, you ain't got nothing going on for yourself, that's not the woman I want.
Yeah. Especially not this, like,
no.
We trying to come up in this world, you know what I'm saying?
I got too much going on for myself.
People are more of a liability than anything nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Some women, no disrespect. I can't have a liability on my waist, on my hip, bro. Like, this shit is crazy, man. It's one thing to be going through. Like, we all go through shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not judging anybody for going through stuff, but, like, when it's to the point where it's always something, that shit will run you away. Like, it ran me the fuck away, man.
I always say, I can't be with somebody who have nothing but bad days. I don't want that energy around me.
It will eat you alive. It would eat you alive. Well, you don't even want to talk to them because you know something bad about to come up.
Like, you had a good day and you talk to her. Just, she like, damn, she done brought my energy down. Or he done brought my, like, vice versa. If a girl dating a man, he brought your energy down. He don't have this going on. He just, his car, this, his house, that, he got baby mama drama. Stay away.
Yo, man, that shit is real about motherfuckers being behind on bills when you get with them, man.
Yes.
Check, man.
Yes.
Y'all find on some way. Listen, man, you like, how I just start talking to you and shit get repoed, all types of shit like that. I'm like, I don't got no money for that.
I don't have no money
I
for
just
that.
got here.
And I got my own bills. I got my own car note and insurance to pay.
What the fuck I look like? It's like shit like that, man. That's why I'm single now, bro. Like, I'm cool right now. I'm enjoying my time alone. Because this shit will spook you out, bro. Like, I can, on one hand, I can name 5 crazy situations I ran into between 21 and 22. It's just like, yo, what the fuck? And it's like, I'm not the person to give up on anything. Like, I still believe in love and all that good shit. But I finally got to a point where I'm just like, Dub, just chill. Get your shit right. And everything else will fall in place. That's exactly where I'm at.
Get yourself right.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you get yourself right and you figure out how you want to move going forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what you want. Like, what you really want. Not what you lust, but what you really want in a woman. You know what I mean? Some women are nurturers. I can't be with a woman who is nurturing. I can't be with a no-limit soldier. I can't be with
came from that.
Right. My mom was single, but my older sister, she raised us along with my mom. So it's like, I can't be with a woman who isn't loving. You got, like, if I come in the crib, I have a bad day, you got have some nurturing. You got to talk to me good. Things like that. I need that.
Yeah, niggas need a hug, too.
I do. I want a hug. Listen, I could be gangsters as a motherfucker on social media, but when I'm in the crib, listen, I'm soft.
Hey,
I'm sick. I'm soft.
Hey, I'm the same way, man. Listen, I'm a big baby in the crib.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
I don't give a fuck.
And I need a woman who understands that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I need. And vice versa, I need to be a man who understands my woman.
Yeah. And that's what we as men need to, work on also. Being understanding to the women and the shit that they go through too. They go through some shit.
Women aren't. We're logical thinkers.
Always.
You know what I mean? So when a woman tell you her problems, the minute she tell you her problems, you thinking of how I could fix it.
Yeah.
She just want to express her feelings to you.
Sometimes you just gotta listen.
Sometimes as men we just gotta listen, and it's hard for us because we thinking of, she said this. How I'ma fix it? You know what I mean?
Instantly.
That's the minute she telling you her problems, you trying to fix it. She just trying to express how she feel on the softer side of it. So we gotta soften up to our woman.
Yeah, absolutely. I had to learn, bro. So I was always Mr. Fix It.
Yeah.
I finally had a point where I just listen now, man.
You listen.
They talk, I just listen. If they want feedback, I will, but I ain't offering it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you gotta ask them, like, do you want my opinion or do you just want to talk to me? You want to, you just want to tell me how you feel.
It's a difference because sometimes you go over that hill and you just start giving the feedback. And like, hold on.
I don't want that.
Yeah, I just wanted you to listen.
Yeah.
Now you overstepped your shit. Now she mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about with like female friends.
Yeah,
too.
female friends too. Yeah.
So you living and learn with that type of shit. I had to learn myself. Like, yo, sometimes, bro, you just got, like, even if you know you're right, just keep it to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
They ready to hear it, then they'll come to you.
Yeah.
Yo, I need it. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard, you know what I'm saying? It's hard out here as far as dating. It's hard being a male friend. Just a friend is hard being a friend sometimes because women are, sensitive and emotional. So sometimes you feel like you're walking on a tightrope. You know what I'm saying? You got to walk on eggshells sometimes. I got female friends, I got to walk on eggshells with sometimes. Because, like, I can't always be that brute. You know what I'm saying? I can't always be as expressive or say what I really mean because you know what it might do to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just the way you gotta navigate it in life.
You have to with friends and friendship, even with men friends, you have to know your boundaries too.
Them too.
And then your friends have to know you too.
Right.
They gotta know if like my friends come to me, they know I'm gonna be straightforward.
Sure.
That's the kind of friend I am. And I expect when I go to them, I expect them to be straightforward with me because they know I want them to be straightforward. Right. You know what I mean? And that's just knowing. I always say knowing your personnel.
Got to. That's that's how you keep your friends, by knowing them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people have, fallouts that end up being, fallouts forever because did you even take the time to ever know what type of person this was that you was kicking it with all these years?
Mm-hmm.
No, you just bam. Like, you got to know your homies, bro. Like, I tell people all the time, certain things I tell to one homie I can't tell to the next.
Mm-hmm.
Or certain things one homie might tell me, the other one won't. And I just got to accept it.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm. It's what I'm about to say. You have to even with relationships and friendships, how do you know it's sturdy if you never been through anything?
Yeah.
If y'all never had no hiccups, disagreements in friendships or relationship, now you can go in a relationship and y'all have a hiccup and y'all bicker back and forth and that's it. It ain't real.
Yeah.
Now you have a friend that you thought was your friend, y'all can be friends for 10 years. You have a disagreement about some shit, a real big argument, a big ass disagreement, and y'all not friends no more. We ain't really friends.
Yeah.
I expect my significant other, I expect my friends to check me when I'm wrong.
Got to, man.
Because I'm on the other end, I'm going to check you when you're wrong. I may not check you out in public.
Right.
I'm going to check you behind closed doors.
No yes man.
No, I don't want no yes men around me. I never want a yes man. Yeah. If I'm wrong, you tell me I'm wrong.
Please
if I moved the wrong way, if I said something wrong, bro, listen, I ain't like how you said that to me. You know what, bro? I apologize. As far as even back with our last show with things, we had some disagreements with stuff, and we talked, and I apologized. I said, listen, I'm wrong. You said I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I thought about it. You right, bro. I apologize. I love you to death. My fault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm man enough to say I'm wrong to my friends when I'm wrong.
Accountability is very important in friendships and relationships,
right,
bro. Like, people think it's just a relationship thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all you gotta have accountability with your homies, your female friends, however you want to look at it, bro. Accountability is important. And I'm a big, like I said, like you said, bro. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna admit that I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
My ego was never that high. My pride was never that high for me not to be able to say, yo, listen, I was wrong. My bad. And it's up to you, and how long it takes you to
get
over
it
or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'll let you have your time.
Yeah. That's for sure. I mean, like I said, that's with relationships and that's with friendships.
But that's real shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of shit out here is just not operating right, because it's not real.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, a lot of shit is not real. People just, they see you on the internet.
We'll look good on paper.
Friend, that's
we'll
cool.
look good on paper.
Man, that shit sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, that shit gonna get exposed. Everything is exposed at one point.
Yeah.
Shit crazy. I can talk about shit like that all day, man. I'm just one of those lifer people. I just love talking about life.
Yeah, it's a lot of things in life. You get it exposes itself over time.
Yeah.
Like you said. You know what I mean? It exposes itself over time.
Definitely. I want to say these last couple years for me taught me so much, man. Especially when you get out on your own. That's when you really, really just start seeing so much, man.
Mm-hmm.
People that I fucked with in high school that I thought we was gonna be friends forever. Now we just barely talk, and that's okay.
Like I said, we're both from Southwest,
yeah.
right? So I think of people I used to hang with.
Yeah.
I don't hang with them no more. But that's because I took a step back from niggas. Like, I can't be around certain people because they have certain things going on.
And they're not willing to change sometimes.
For sure.
Yeah. That's the hurtful part of it.
I can't, if you're not changing with me, growing with me, if you're doing the same thing we did when we were 17, bro, the same thing. I come through Southwest and you doing the same thing I'm cool.
There's no way we can connect like that. Just
we don't have the same mindset.
Yeah. And I even today, bro, I roll through there and I see some people that I used to be cool with, and I was just like, damn, bro,
Mm-hmm.
damn, all right, I'll holler at you. That's the most I can do.
And honestly, I had to. Somebody they checked me. They wrote. I was out there talking. I pulled up, talked for a second. What the fuck you doing up? You know what? You right. Them niggas got shit going on.
Yeah.
I'm not even a part of. You know what I mean? I ain't been hanging with niggas for years. I just pull up and talk to niggas.
Yeah.
And then somebody checked me on that shit like, yo, you can't do that. Because any moment in time, something can go on.
whoever that did that, that's a good person.
Oh, for
to
sure.
have
For
in
sure.
your life.
For
yeah.
sure.
Because, I mean, like you said, we both from Southwest, bro. You know, man. Shit down there been hectic for years.
Forever.
Like, since we was this high, you know what I'm saying? So, shit ain't changed, you know what I'm saying? So, for a person to see you and be like, yo, you shouldn't even be like, respect. Respect, because that means they care about you. And they know, you know, where you going and where these other people going.
Right. We on two different, it's crazy, we on two different levels of life.
Yeah.
Not to say I'm above anybody, but I'm moving different.
Right.
Not that I'm like they beneath me. I'm just moving in a different direction.
And it's okay to think like that because that's how you should think when you start getting to a certain level of life. Like, you can't get stuck in. Like, we talked about it recently. Like, people get drafted to the league and they got a chance to go to the league. Matter of fact, you want to keep going playing pickup games at King Sesson. Like, what is wrong with you? That shit don't make sense.
You can't do it.
So, like, I tell anybody, I know any young boys I run into, man, yo, if you got a chance to get out. Get out.
And it's okay. It is 100% okay to think that you are too good for certain things.
Yeah. I think that's what messed people up because they're like, oh, I can't think. Like, no, you can, man.
You can.
Because you are. You was raised a different way. You came up a different way. You went to different schools. You did all this just to come back. No, man, fuck that.
Or, you know, worked hard to escape what you went through as coming up.
Yeah.
You worked hard to get where you at to be successful, and then you hanging around people who aren't on the same level as you.
Like, for me, like, when it came to Southwest, as time passed, like, more and more people kept moving away, so I don't really have nobody to go down there for now, so I'm just like, if I see you somewhere, what's up? But the only people that live down Southwest is, like, my uncle, he just passed away, so that crib is still there.
I knew your uncle,
Gerald?
he got a son.
Oh, you know Gerald?
I know.
You went to West?
He went to West, but you know, I grew up in Kinshasa. I knew.
Y'all run the same age group,
I knew Gerald. Yeah.
That's
He used to play for like the Road Runners and everything when we was younger with football.
Yeah, he was nice.
Yeah, Gerald was fucking great. He was a great football player.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
bro. You know, this always happened to me.
Yeah,
like, you Gerald cousin? Yeah, man. Man, he was nice in football back in the day. Got the same last name and shit, so it was like kind of hard to miss when you put two and two together. Like, oh shit. Yeah. That's my folks, man. Definitely, man. Shout out to them. But yeah, that's like the only crib in Southwest that I got left to go to. Ain't shit going on over there, so it's like I'm in Southwest. My mom live on the Elmwood side. Okay. So I ain't really over there. I want to see.
And there's too much dumb shit going on over there anyway.
Yeah, man. So I just stay away, bro. I'm in North right now. Okay. And I just stay out of the way there. Just be in the crib. I do my crib shit. I be in the crib. I podcast. I go to work. And hang with the homies that I've been hanging with, you know. Outside of that, I ain't making no noise.
I'm a person who I enjoy being in my house.
Me too. I've learned to, bro. I used to be one of those people that couldn't stay in the house, but I'm getting better and better at it.
Not Uncle over here. My off days, if I'm in the house from Thursday till I go back to work, and I'm okay with that. Yeah. I'm a nigga. I'm gonna get me a few bottles of wine. I watch some sports. Yeah. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna get on the computer. I'm good.
That's a good way to do it, man. You save a lot of money. You know, that's a lot, man.
Yeah.
I had to learn, bro, because I used to be tripping, man. But mine was for different reasons, man. That was like an escape mechanism that I was going through right at that time. But today, in my state today, I could chill in the crib. Like yesterday, I chilled in the crib. And it felt good, too. It felt good just sitting in the house, just watching, catching up on all my shows and shit. Had a little drink. Chilling, you know, ain't nobody bothering me.
Get your thoughts together.
Yeah, got ready for the day. Like, I was cool, man. So I want to do more and more. I said one day a week, I'm going to take a whole day to myself and just block everything out.
That's good.
Yeah.
You gotta you ever read the book The Way of the Superior Man?
The Way of the Superior Man.
It's a great book. The Way of the Superior Man. It's a great book. There's a quote. It's like a line in there. He said, "Never get too busy with family, relationships, or work. You have to take at least 15 to 30 minutes of your own time to do exactly what you want to do, whether it's a hobby, whether it's absolutely nothing. As a man, you have to, because we get lost in work, fatherhood, and marriage. Yeah. You get lost in that, you lose yourself.
That's real.
So you have to, every day you have to take 15 to 30 minutes of your own time to do exactly something you want to do. If you can do it every day, do it. At least 15 to 30 minutes. It's a great book. I recommend it to people listen to. I recommend that for men and women as well.
I'm gonna get that John, bro.
Yep. Way of the Superior Man. You could order it off Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon's the go-to now.
Yeah, the book will come in like 2 days. I promise you.
Then my sister's a librarian, so she be getting me John sometimes.
Yeah. Another one is I forgot who it was by, but it's called Atomic Habits.
I've seen that before.
That's a good book too.
Yeah.
Atomic Habits is good. It's good.
When we get off air, I'm gonna get that John from you.
Sure. I that's what I do. I like to be in the house. I get up in them. I get up from my day like afternoon, and I won't touch my phone sometimes. I won't touch my phone. I'll get up and read maybe 3 or 4 pages. I've gotten back to that because I used to do it a lot. I've gotten back to that a lot lately.
That's love. That's good, John.
Yeah, to read. I'm get up, watch TV, get up, get on social media. Let me get back to reading. It's those two good books.
I heard it.
Yeah, those two good books. Atomic Habit and The Way of the Superior Man.
All right. Before we go, because it's probably gonna be our last episode before the Super Bowl, I want to shout out the Philadelphia Eagles one time. We are going to the Super Bowl 57, February 12th. We know you're a Cowboys fan, bro.
They don't know that. You know that.
I ain't mad at you though, man. The only thing I say about the Cowboys thing, right? I don't really get into the beef or anything like that. I just don't understand Cowboys fans at my age. So I'm 29.
Right.
So
I'm 35.
I didn't see Michael Jordan.
You never seen Mike?
Bro, in '98, when his last year when he played with the
Wizards.
I seen the Wizards. That shit was
that's not Mike.
So the last year he played with the Bulls, I didn't watch basketball that year. I think I was 4 or 5 or something like that.
You.
My first year watching basketball was the lockout season with the Spurs.
The Spurs when they beat the Knicks.
That was my first year watching the full season, so I missed Mike.
That's when Kobe and all them was going to New York Rutgers and all that. They was balling.
I call all that.
You caught all that?
Well, eventually.
Yeah.
But as far as seeing Mike live as a Bull, no, I didn't. I probably did see a glimpse of my uncles watching it, but I wasn't.
Yeah. When it was different. That lockout year, Kobe go to they call him Lord of the Rings, man.
Yo, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, but I've been a Cowboys fan since I was 4, 5.
Okay.
4, 5. Me and my grandpa, God rest his soul, he was a diehard Eagles fan. So, growing up, sitting there watching football with him, we used to make bets. 50 cent. But back then, 90s, the Cowboys was winning.
They was the shit.
They were the shit. And he hated the Cowboys. Hated me. And I used to always win. So I'm like, I'm gonna be a Cowboy. I was a Cowboys fan. I'm making money off the Cowboys from winning from betting my grandpa. You know what I mean? Then I got a Cowboy starter jacket. Throw over John. And it was on since then. I've been a Cowboys fan ever since then. And I said to I'm trying to think who I was talking to the other day, and I was just looking at the news with the Cowboys, and I said, I think I'm not gonna be a football fan until Jerry Jones go away somewhere. I
can understand. He fucked everything up. Continuously.
But I'm a Cowboy. At heart I'm a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
I'm not, and I dislike Eagles fans more than I dislike the Philadelphia Eagles. That is the crazy thing about it.
Sound about right.
People like, how you a Cowboys fan? You never been to Dallas? I have been to Dallas. I have been to a Cowboys game.
That part I don't go with that one because you can like who you want.
Right.
My only thing is I think most people that like the Cowboys either it's inherited or
family
or they actually saw it.
Right.
So the guys that my age that like it usually I guess they inherit.
I seen Troy Aikman play. I seen Michael Irvin. I seen Emmitt Smith. I seen Mike, and I wasn't really a Michael Jordan fan. I loved the sneakers.
Yeah.
But I wasn't a Mike fan. I was an AI fan.
I was an AI fan growing up.
I was a rock braids.
Yeah.
Wanted to have tattoos. Wanted to do all that. Big clothes.
That motherfucker, man.
That was the first thing I seen pull up in a money green Phantom. At Friday, he had it on City Line Avenue.
Yeah, he had that shit rocking.
Yeah.
That was a different
growing up,
time.
AI was different.
AI was different, man.
AI was different, but I mean, I did like Mike. Don't get me wrong. Everybody liked Mike. You know what I mean? Everybody loved Mike. How could you not? I like Penny. Penny was my guy. You know what I mean? Those guys. I like Nick Van Exel too because he was left-handed. I'm left-handed.
Nick was tough, man.
Yeah. Eddie Jones.
Eddie
because he came from Philly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those are the people I like.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I seen them play.
Yeah, like I like just the same guys actually. I didn't like Kobe growing up. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I got older and I started to respect Kobe more in his game. But as a kid, I hated him because of the Sixers Lakers chip.
Okay.
That shit hurt me bad, man.
Yeah.
I hate Tom Brady for a long time because in 05 when we lost to them. So
yeah.
Eventually I got over it, especially when we got our lick back.
Yeah. When y'all beat them. Yeah. See, I'm more so like, don't get me wrong. I'm a football fan first.
Right.
I love football. And I love basketball too. But I'm a fan of the sport first. So when people ask me about like the Eagles, how you feel about the Eagles, I'm like, it's a good thing. You know what I mean? Like seeing Jalen Hurts come from what he went through in college is a good thing. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of people counting him out. And they put the right pieces around him.
Yeah, they did.
That's what makes a football team. Everybody can't be Aaron Rodgers.
No.
Everybody can't be Tom Brady. Everybody can't be Peyton Manning. You have to put certain pieces around them. Just think about the teams when they had championship. They had the quarterback, and then they had pieces around them. Only team who won without like a good offense was the 2000 Ravens.
Yeah.
Who did they have?
Not a
Ed Reed, fucking the bull Ray Lewis.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Their
defense. Yeah, defense was great, goofy.
Their defense was allowing 11, 12 points a game.
You'll never see that again.
Never ever. You'll never fucking see that.
Impossible.
It was no bullshit. I think they was allowing like 14 points a game if that. Defense. Never. But Eagles put the right pieces around them. Yeah. I'm a Cowboys fan. They're not putting the right pieces around. Dak is not a quarterback who can carry a team.
No, it's not.
You got to put the right pieces. It's not his thing. Yeah. Every quarterback isn't a Pat Mahomes. Like I said, everybody not a Peyton Manning, everybody not an Aaron Rodgers. You have to put pieces around them to do it. Now, I thought with our defense we had, we was going to be good. We did. Yeah. But Eagles in it, that's cool. They win. I'm here. People going to be at me, talking shit to me. Listen, I'm used to it. It don't hurt my feelings.
I only don't like the Cowboys because I like the Eagles, but as far as I just don't like that. I would have loved to see y'all in the conference finals and go to the chip.
I would love to see the Eagles. I feel like the Eagles and the Cowboys game would have been better than the San Fran Eagles.
That shit hurt me, bro. I really thought y'all was gonna beat San Fran.
I did too.
I thought that us versus y'all to go to the chip would be like ideal and just for the culture type situation.
And I said whoever come out the NFC is gonna win the championship.
Nah, I agree.
Until I seen the Chiefs, right? And I said if they don't have the all-around team like the Eagles do. Mm-hmm. Eagles got fucking great offense and great defense. Yeah. Now, if y'all can stop Patrick Mahomes, the game over. That's it. You can stop that ball, game over. Y'all got it.
Yeah, we can rattle him.
Definitely over. Yeah, game over. Game over. It ain't too many people who have done it, but y'all have the defense to do it. Right. I give you that. Y'all have the defense to do it.
We gotta be physical.
Yeah.
Physical. We gonna get on your ass, Mahomes. I hope you know that. We don't win next week. I don't know.
City of Philadelphia gonna be sad.
Yeah, we gonna win though. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say
this is the first time Andy Reid is facing his former team in the playoffs. Yeah. I mean, it have to because he was in there in the AFC and he was NFC. But yeah.
So I'm excited for it for the city. We might need this. Definitely, man. Bro, it's been a pleasure, man. Have you here, man. Definitely.
I appreciate it, man.
Great conversation. Been meaning to get this done for a minute. Hopefully one day we can do something else again.
For sure. I'm always open, man. You hit me up, I hit you up. I'm always open to coming on, man. Coming on your platform. I appreciate you asking me to come on, inviting me here.
For sure.
I'm more, this is my pleasure to come on and do it.
Just throw your @ name and everything out for everybody and shit.
The podcast is at the Office XIV. That's the Office podcast. Mine is NasC.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna throw it on the screen too.
Yeah.
Throw it on the screen.
Yeah, but you can, like I said, you can find a podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, iHeartRadio. We also have a YouTube channel, the Office XIV Podcast. We have some on there. We anywhere you stream major platform you stream your podcast, you can find us on.
Sure, man. Once again, shout out to the guys over at the office. Appreciate my guy NasC for sliding up on me.
For sure, man.
Shout out to Jay. He couldn't make it, but we clocked in and we clocking out for y'all. All right.
Yeah.
Y'all have